before this year, you would have to say that the next reigning scream queen would be Samara Weaving. However, some things have changed. Jenna Ortega, Lauren Rivera. Wow, do we have three? Welcome to another episode of the Popcorn Confessional, and this is Dave from Nerdbox, and I'm accompanied by my wife Jen, also from Nerdbox. And on this episode of 31 Days of Halloween, we are talking about The Babysitter. So fire up that Jiffy Pop and meet us in the booth.
12-year-old Cole finds out his beloved babysitter belongs to a murderous, satanic cult of teenagers. Cole must put his crush for his babysitter aside and escape their grasp before they sacrifice him for personal gain.
It has been forever and a day since we've seen this movie. And if I remember correctly, when we watched it, we were both like, it's okay. And then recently we watched the sequel to it, and it's like, damn, that sequel was really good. Mm-hmm. And then we returned to watch this one as part of 31 Days of Halloween, and it's like, wow, this movie is a lot better than what I remembered it to be.
Yeah, I don't know, I think maybe because we went into the first one with kind of a closed mind. We were not real thrilled about watching it. It was just something that we thought we should watch because of the channel and because other people were like, oh, you have to watch this movie. So, sometimes that can cloud your judgment.
Yeah, that's just true.
Because this is a really fun movie.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a fun movie. Babysitter, the acting is actually pretty good too.
Well, I love Samara Weaving.
Yeah, Samara Weaving did a great job.
I think she's great. I could have done without Robbie and Mel. The whole shirtless thing, I don't know. It's like Cole kept saying, why are you not wearing a shirt?
I thought that was a funny part of the movie.
It was funny him saying it, but seriously, dude, just put your shirt on. You don't need to have your shirt off to kill people.
See, I think that's what the brilliance of this film is. You have a lot of these little things that don't make sense, and the characters aren't afraid to call it out. So Cole is like, dude, somebody seriously explain to me why he does not have a shirt on. And it comes up several times. So it's just, I wonder if it's tied to maybe like a running gag that's behind the scenes or something like that we don't know about. But yeah, I think it was as you could say, like in other movies where you have things that really don't make sense in there. Like sometimes you have this thrown in sex scenes. Like, really, you didn't need to do that.
Oh, you mean like
The Eternals?
The Eternals, yeah.
Here, him not having a shirt on, it's like, this doesn't really make sense. But then the way the characters interact with him throughout the entire movie, it's like, no, it kind of fits.
I mean, it fits the dynamic of the movie in the sense that, even Bella Thorne was like, all she could talk about was how she got shot in the boob. Bitch, you got shot in the heart. Mm-hmm. But all you want to say is like, you shot me in the boob. You shot, no one's gonna want me without boobs. It was, it's corny, funny, right? That's what it's meant to be. I don't like Bella Thorne. Nothing will ever make me like her.
Wow, she was great in this part.
I really root for her to die in everything I see her in. I couldn't root for that in Blended because nobody was gonna die in that movie.
Yeah, but I thought she did a good job in this too because
being annoying.
Well, that was the role, right? It was taking the characters in this film and kind of just turning them up to an 11.
I did, however, like the relationship between B and C, as they called each other. I just thought that it was a cute, kind of relationship that they had, even when she was trying to kill him, right? Mm-hmm. It was a good dynamic.
Yeah, so essentially this movie, you have Cole discovering the going-ons in the house, and he's a teenager and some things he doesn't know about, so the word orgy is like, oh, what does orgy mean? It's like, oh, that's what it means.
And then it just brings up videos, and he's not a teenager, he's 12.
Well, he's a preteen, so as our daughters would say, oh, that still counts. And when he goes to see what the hell they're doing, it's not that, and it's a satanic ritual. And then just things go a little bit haywire from there.
Yeah, I'm an adult, but I'm still thinking at the age of 12, I would have rather walked in on an orgy than a satanic cult.
Yeah, the movie is very funny. It's got a very good story, so it's not just like throwaway funny where you watch and it's like, I'm not gonna enjoy this. Like I said, it got better over time. Like, we haven't watched it in a long time, come back to it, it's like, wow, this is really good.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it after going back to it. I wasn't bored, and I laughed a lot, and I thought the movie overall was really good, and I think it's something you can watch with your kids, with teenagers maybe, because some of the stuff would just go over their heads anyway. So, I mean, so I guess you could watch it with younger kids because they really wouldn't know what the hell was going on. And there's no nudity besides Robbie Amell's shirtlessness.
Yeah, while you have Bella Thorne, I have Leslie Bibb. And my God, this is a person that I despise every single character that she plays in, or every movie that she plays in, and here I wasn't too annoyed with her. So, like, when you have a movie that takes people that you really don't like the other characters that they play because they're typecast into a certain type of role, like she is, and then you watch movies like, yeah, she's pretty cool.
Or like her husband, Ken Marino. I don't really care for him in too much either. I really hated him in Role Models. I wanted to punch him in the throat.
Yeah, everybody had good chemistry in this movie, and I think it's probably because they had good chemistry off camera too, and that just kind of came out in the film.
I think also with Leslie Bibb and Ken Marino, they were just like normal people in this movie. They weren't meant to be like the annoying ones.
Well, they were a little annoying.
In certain parts, yeah, but I think parents can be annoying.
So when you watch this movie, you get to see the dynamic of C and B kind of play out, and their relationship. Is it stronger than the satanic cult? Is it not? That's something that you kind of have to find out as it plays out. And it's something that kind of keeps you on the fence. It's like, whose side is this person on? Whose side is that person on? So, very good movie.
I found myself that way too. Like, I didn't know whose side to be on. Should I be on Cole's side? But then I felt bad for B, right? Because I liked her. I wish I had a babysitter like that when I was younger. She was cool. She did cool things, like dance parties and, stuff like that. So, I don't know.
Now, the gore-ness, I think it's not over the top. It's kind of...
It's funny gore.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I think to people who really like horror movies and gore fests, then you'll understand what we mean. It's funny gore. It's not meant to be, like, gross or scary, especially when, someone gets shot in the heart but insists she got shot in the boob and just wants to talk about it. So, yeah,
this is definitely one that you can pair up with the sequel, because the sequel is equally good. And there is a lot of other cool movies you can put with it, too. Like, so if you like Freaky, you can watch this with Freaky. If you like Tucker and Dale versus Evil, not the same type of horror comedy, but you can watch them together.
Yeah, I think so. And if you are a big fan of Jenna Ortega, like we've become, you get to see her in the second one.
Or just make it a Samara Weaving night and watch this and watch Ready or Not and then watch Mayhem. All very good movies.
Yeah.
In fact, maybe Mayhem is something we should include on our list and wrap up the month with it.
Stop adding things to the list.
I can't add things to the list. It's 31 days. So the list is 31 days.
Okay, so then stop removing things and replacing them.
I'm not removing them. You remove them. I have to replace them.
I remove dumb ones.
So you say.
If I'm not going to enjoy it, then we don't have anything to talk about.
Anyway, don't forget it is the quest for 5,000 subscribers, and you can help get us there by checking to see that you are subscribed to the channel. Because if we're showing up in your feed and you're watching the videos, that does not mean that you are subscribed. So just please go ahead and take a look and see if you are. It takes less than 30 seconds. And then you have an opportunity to win this box of Strawberries and Scream cereal, which is signed by Matthew Lillard and David Arquette. There's other ways to help us too, and you can do that by
liking and sharing.
Yes, please share. And drop a comment in there too, because it helps expand the audience. Gets to see these videos. So until tomorrow, see ya.